episode of Hum Tum AI. Today we are thrilled to have Mr. Sameer Kulkarni, Senior Vice President at 𝗕𝘂𝗹𝗶𝗃 Analytics. Good evening, sir. It's a pleasure to have you with us. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hi, good evening, Reet. It is fantastic, and I'm very happy to connect over this call.
Yes, that's so great, sir. And pleasure is ours as well. So let's begin with the questionnaire. How is AI changing how businesses work in your field?
Yeah, so basically, I wanted to update you that I work in ICT domain, specifically managing the cybersecurity, data analytics, and all these fields. So once upon a time, businesses they relied on the instinct and spreadsheets, right, to make
Yes.
decisions. But today, AI is rewriting all these rules. They are transforming the industry with insights that were once considered impossible. So let me share some of the examples which I encountered in my industry. So like
Sure.
you can imagine a store where shelves never run empty, right?
Yes.
And products appear exactly when the customers need them. So that's what exactly the Amazon is doing. They are AI powered demand forecasting. They analyze this millions of shopping patterns. Then they predict precisely what people will buy, and that is how they ensure that fewer wasted resources and happier customers. Right? Take the example of high stakes banking world, where earlier there used to be frauds which were getting undetected, allowing the cyber criminals to slip through the crack. But AI never sleeps, so it continuously monitors. So
Yes.
nowadays, companies are deploying machine learning models that can scan thousands of transactions per second, and they spot anomalies before the fraudsters even realize that they have been caught. That is the power of AI. In the healthcare domain, doctors earlier they used to only monitor the patient's data, but when the data started becoming humongous, it was practically becoming difficult for the doctors to manage the diseases. So AI comes to their help. In an
Yes.
recent example, where IBM Watson Health analyzes millions of medical records and provides smarter treatments, making the life even more easier. Even the factories are becoming smarter. So they use predictive maintenance analytics, analyzing the sensor data, and whole lot of other aspects to improve the productivity as well as the quality of the products. And in effect, the hackers frustrated. So in effect, I can tell you that AI is a secret weapon that businesses can't afford to ignore actually. So it is not just to survive, but it will enable taking a lead in today's world.
Yes, it's so true. Before there was not any like security or any, you can say, any tool which protects us right now through AI, like to detect frauds, as you said, in the cyber security, and to remove errors also for the people working in the organization. So it helps overall, like in any industries like
Absolutely.
medical, chemical. Yes, in hospital also, doctors are more secure by the data, and it also helps to give the smooth onboarding efficiency and to the services they give to the patients in the hospital, so it helps. Okay.
So correct. So you take any of these industries, any of these domains, data analytics also plays a role, and AI is actually augmenting all the human capacities to make it better, safer, and reliable.
Yes. So what ethical issues should companies think about when using AI?
Now, this is a very crucial aspect when we are adopting AI and getting into every domain of our life, right? You heard Netflix, they
Yes.
intrude into your privacy and get into almost everything, whether it is taking your data or misusing it, actually. So the companies basically should adopt privacy first AI. That is a concept wherein you should minimize the data which is getting gathered,
Yes.
and you should give more weightage for users to control what they can share and how they can share, right? So that will improve the way all these big companies take the data. Coming to, let us say, there are a lot of issues in retail industry, right? There can be demographic problems. There can be bias in the AI. So when you consider only urban people are getting most of the products and services, whereas rural people they don't get it. So these kind of biases which AI brings in. So the company should have the diverse training data sets so that the AI doesn't bring in bias when they decide which products or which services are to be shared, right? When it comes to banks, frauds are happening. However, there are a lot of problems. So AI is being deployed, but they are flagging most of the times wrong transactions. So what happens is even that should not be possible, right? So there is a concept called explainable AI. So the companies must adopt this explainable AI to ensure transparency and allow customers to challenge the incorrect fraud alerts. That is what is happening most of the places, right? When it comes to critical where human life is involved, like medical field, right? So it should not be completely left to the AI to for decision making. So there have been a lot of cases wherein AI triggered something, some instruments, and we have lost the lives. So in such a cases, there has to be human oversight. So the companies must go into human oversight before making any decision or take decisions based on AI enabled things. Similarly, when we consider factories, like there's a lot of social unrest, there are a lot of problems wherein people think that all these AI and this thing they are losing the jobs, so they are taking away their jobs, but it is not the case. So to avoid this, what companies can do, they can actually do AI-driven workforce reskilling. So what when we do this kind of reskilling, then the people don't lose the jobs, and then they can create and contribute more meaningfully, and AI can augment their decision making process, right? Similar cases in cybersecurity also. So people feel that there is a lot of surveillance which the cybersecurity companies are doing. So the companies should implement transparent AI policies. What they will ensure is some security measures. They will protect the individual privacy rights. So in effect, if you see, AI is a very powerful tool, but if you have a human oversight, if you include a human in the chain, then I suppose all the ethical problems like fairness, transparency, privacy, accountability, all these ethical challenges can be tackled very easily.
Yes. If I go back to on your first point, which you said, like there is a app, there is a website which we call Netflix. So it asks everyone, like every users, it asks the data. So I would like to say, like asking data is not a problem. But I want to know like where the data is going on, like where the data has been used. So it should not go in wrong hands, or it should not misuse. Like if someone agrees to share their data, or is someone accepting all the requirement restriction, and as you can say, there is one thing you can say, a notification, or you need to accept everything, like every restrictions, like any app website asks. So this is not be misuse. So here AI plays an important part, we can say, like their website also, they need to use AI also, that the users data can be safe and secure, so nobody faces any problem in the future, like if their data has gone the wrong hands, so they should not face any problem. And
You're right. It is not the question of collecting the data, but like you said about Netflix, right? So
yes,
they are taking what you are clicking, where are you pausing, what kind of genres you are selecting, but the user won't know that. So if
yes,
they give all those
exactly.
possibilities, wherein the user has the feasibility of what is to be shared, then probably some kind of transparency will come in.
Yeah. AI is also on one hand, like other hand, the human also should be think before accepting everything on the website, what details they ask, or what they need the data and all. So we should also think once before applying it. So yes, we totally can't depend on AI. The
Absolutely.
human brain also works well at that time. Yes, I'm always right. Yes. Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and experience. It was a privilege speaking with you, and I'm sure our audience will greatly benefit from your perspective.
Yeah, definitely. All pleasure is mine, and I really liked the concepts and happy to contribute in whichever way is possible. And I hope the AI becomes more ethical, more safe for everybody.
Yes, the pleasure is ours as well, sir. Thank you so much for joining us today. And yes, AI will play a most perfectly role in our life. Like in right now, it's playing so good. So I hope the future also brings good for us and for new generation as well. So thank you, sir. Thanks a lot once again.
Yeah, thanks a lot.